Hello folks, welcome to the 33rd annual Brick Invitational. With the overtime period, we had a little bit of a shortened pregame show here, but before we get to our anthems and land acknowledgement, I just want to acknowledge where these teams currently stand. Team Minnesota currently rocking a 3-1 record. They've played their 4-game, they've played their 2-game day. Chicago coming in with a 1-2 record, have not had their 2-game day yet here from the Brick Invitational.
Mike Gould with you alongside Conrad Krauser on ASTV. We'll take a step back for the anthems, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. We are live here at West Edmonton Mall Ice Palace. Mike Gould, Conrad Krauser, ASTV, where we're bringing you the second game of Day 4 of the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament. This one between Team Minnesota and CCM Chicago.
And are the Minnesota fans sure they're not representing Manitoba? Because we've got a whiteout in the Minnesota fans section. All the fans wearing white, got that red, white, and blue Team Minnesota logo across their chest. I even see some fuzzy white leg warmers over there. But I do have to make mention of a very special fan for CCM Chicago. As you know, we have Simon Sorensen, number 19 for CCM Chicago. His uncle Blake Sorensen coached the Chicago 2011s last week. But we have a very special fan watching all the way from Panama. His grandma, Kathy Grant, has been watching not just Chicago games, but reportedly every game here at the Brick Invitational.
Wow. Well, Kathy, all the way down there in the gateway of the two Americas.
Van Halen's favorite locale.
Yeah, wow. Well, thank you for watching here on ASTV. So glad to have you along for this one as well, as Minnesota takes on Chicago here in a Midwest matchup at the 33rd Annual Brick. Couple of starting goaltenders to tell you about, and as expected for Minnesota, it is Graham Olsen wearing number 30 between the pipes. And it looks like for Chicago wearing number 7, it will be Monahan, Evan Monahan, between the pipes for CCM Chicago.
And starting this game off for Team Minnesota, one of the most potent offensive lines in the entire tournament. It's Kaiser, flanked by number 77, Allgood, and number 7, Corey.
No, Jarvie.
Jarvie. Oh, Corey's the goaltender last game.
Yep.
They'll both end in I.
Yep, Jarvie, Allgood, and Kaiser. The line for Minnesota to start. They've been very, very dangerous so far in this tournament.
I think Jarvie might have one of the crispest passes that we see in this tournament.
And Allgood can really finish.
Oh, yeah.
On the other side, it's Mayers, Cudio, and somebody else who's coming out onto the ice now. That's Ryder Lashoff, I believe.
It is Ryder Lashoff, number 72.
And now we are underway very quickly. Minnesota called offside just 5 seconds into this first period.
This short neutral zone here at the Ice Palace at West Edmonton Mall. Still waiting on confirmation on our dimensions here of the attacking zones in the neutral ice. I have asked some of our ice crew to see if they can drum those up.
Now Allgood down the left side. Allgood try to hand it off. Chicago pressuring him on the near side and advances down low. Allgood finds it in front. That one's deflected away from Jarvie. Jarvie lost control of Cudio. Cudio battling for it down low. Comes free and Cudio has it. Cudio skating with that puck. Has his pocket picked, and now it's Jarvie. Jarvie chopping away at it. Finally, Cudio gets it out to center. And Minnesota on the puck. Up ahead for Kaiser. Kaiser, shot there, and a glove save is made. Sliding one there by Monahan.
Yeah, definitely a good glove save. Good to get some of those early. I know you try and get them in the glove and warm up, but sometimes, especially at this age group, it's hard to warm up the glove as well as you'd like, but nice glove save there. Going lateral to make sure the glove got in the right position.
Now Plude over to Schilling. Schilling's with a long shot there, tipped toward the goal, but it's deflected wide. And now Chicago on it down low.
Another phenom here on this Minnesota team, number 97, Schillings.
Yeah, Miles Schillings has been just fantastic. Now the puck at the blue line, played maybe offside by Minnesota. Play continues. On there for Chicago. Coming down the other way is Hutter. Hutter with a shot, and the save is made by Olsen.
I think it was actually a good play at the line. Christensen, even though he was being knocked down, making sure to keep one of his feet on that blue line, not to be considered offside.
Face off in the Minnesota defensive zone.
Glasses go on, glasses go off. Welcome to the bipolar Edmonton weather.
It is so bright in here. You can't even believe it, fans.
I'm sure you see it on the broadcast. The stained glass mosaic, we're calling it.
Yeah, the light shining in from our glass dome here at West Edmonton Mall. Face-off won by Chicago. On it in the far side is Taylor. Taylor helped out by Zucchero.
As the Minnesota chants echo throughout that great glass dome.
Now Ulrich down the right side, backhands it in. Ulrich gives chase, back on it for Chicago is Ginsberg. Rimmed around, kept it up top by Plude. Plude makes a nice move. Plude sends it down low for Maruk. Maruk can't get past Taylor though, and Taylor banks it off the boards. Maruk takes over, sends it down low for Shilton. Shilton in front. Ulrich directs it on goal. Save made there by Monahan. Now Ulrich on top of the goaltender and has to get off as the defenseman Ginsberg is pressing him there.
Oh,
wow.
What a battle in front of that, and the rest allowing it to go on.
Yeah, a lesser referee might have blown the whistle down as soon as Ulrich fell on top of the goaltender, but they just let that situation resolve itself. Now on the far side, coming away is Kim. Kim through the middle, has Sorensen. Kim to Sorensen at the right circle, fires a shot. That one goes wide.
Gotta say, officiating in a tournament gotta be one of the toughest jobs out there. Not just our criticisms, but those of the fans right over the boards and the coaching staff.
And Minnesota will take this game's first penalty. It'll be Tate Ulrich going off for a trip.
Not getting the call for falling on top of the Chicago goaltender, but does take down his man in the neutral zone. A little bit of Disturbia pumping over our speakers here at the Ice Palace.
Face off inside the Minnesota zone.
Mike, you're a big movie fan. Did you ever go see Disturbia?
No, I didn't.
Shia LaBeouf.
Ah, yes.
Before he had his famous meltdown.
Yeah, well, we'll move on from that. Kim hands it off over to the left side for Anderson, who dumps it in. Back on it for Minnesota is Hopeman. As this power play for Chicago, brought to you by the Chuck Advisor Group at Scotia Wealth Management. Chicago sends it down low. Back on it for Minnesota is Hopeman. Hopeman finds it, gets it up the boards and out. And Chicago back on that puck. After it, there's Chatlin, who backhands it in. Now Cudio back down it for Chicago. Cudio brings it out to center and now down the right side. Cudio has Mayers with him. Cudio gets in the middle. Blocker save made there by Olsen. And he gloves him as it falls to the ice.
Olsen has also... There's so many stories here for this team, Minnesota. Olsen went a full 2 games here already without letting in a single goal. 2 straight shutouts earlier in the tournament. And then, oh boy, the game against Toronto Pro. 5 goals very rapidly from Toronto Pro to tie that and then win that game in overtime.
Now Kaiser in front. Here's a shot. Jarvie scores.
It's the top line once again. This time Jarvie, the recipient of the pass, not the assistee.
Jarvie with the shorthanded goal off the pass from Kaiser. And Minnesota takes a 1-0 lead.
It's got to be a little bit tough for your confidence giving up an early shorthanded goal as we're not even halfway through this first period. We'll give you the update on if it is just 7 from 22 or if there's another assist thrown on there.
As we have the Doctor Who theme playing in the arena. And Chicago, 6th skater coming to the ice. That's Taylor, who heads over to the
Did not have
tunnel.
his neck guard on.
Oh no, yeah, gotta get that fixed.
All about health and safety. Wearing those Kevlar.
Face off at center, won by Minnesota. Blude gets it into Maruk. Maruk shops it there for Shiljan. Now it's taken away by Cudio. Cudio enters the zone, but they're going to say that Sorensen stepped in early. That's offside against Chicago.
We don't want to see a Clint Malarchuk situation out here.
No.
Definitely want these players, especially at this young age, to stay safe and establish those practices. And for something we see more in the earlier games than the later games, the players not realizing which linesman has the puck.
Yeah, it's happened quite a bit here. Now Schillings dumps it in. Maruk after it. Maruk gives chase. Chicago gets there first, but Maruk causing some problems in the near side corner. Now it's Cudio with the puck. Cudio ahead finds Sorensen. Sorensen down the right side with speed. Sorensen makes a nice move to get past Blue. Now a pass in front goes without being deflected. Now it comes up top. Zuccaro's shot is blocked. Chicago, sharp angle. That one goes by the wayside. 15 seconds left on this Minnesota penalty kill. Plude skates it out himself. Plude down the right side has Shiljan and Maruk. Plude spins. That pass picked off by Sorensen. And now Zuccaro brings it to safety. Pardon me, that's Douglas who spins at center, hands it off to Zuccaro. Zuccaro bringing it in, makes a move. Zuccaro tried to pull off a deke past Hare, but it's sent to the line by Minnesota. Now a long shot there. Olsen gets the pad in front of it as we are back to 5-a-side hockey.
Minnesota needs to remember to keep that door closed. We've seen some dangerous plays along the boards here close to these doors.
Now here comes Shiljan, 2-on-1. Shiljan has Hansen. Shiljan, Hansen fires, and that one's blocked. Nice defensive play by Chicago. Shiljan in front, nobody there for Minnesota, and Chicago will look to carry it to safety as up the near side comes Hutter. Hutter cutting in. Hutter with that puck at the left face-off circle, sends it down low, cut off there by Hopeman. Hutter in front, that one's directed wide by Mayers. Now over to the far side, it's taken by Hansen. Hansen makes a move, has his man Williamson up ahead. Williamson on the forecheck, trying to steal that puck away, but Chicago has it. Chicago finds Mayers up the ice. Mayers down the right side with the puck. Mayers at the circle, fires a shot that's blocked away by Hare. Down low, Halat looking for it. Palat sends it over to the far side there. Chicago can't keep it alive. Minnesota on it. Hansen gets it into Allgood. Allgood couldn't receive it cleanly. He gives chase. Kim back on it for Chicago.
Allgood with that signature orange wax blade.
And now Chicago is about to take their first penalty. Schilling's up top. Hands it down low to Allgood. Haven't seen a goal on a delayed penalty yet. Now Christensen with a shot. That one's blocked by Chicago. And they will touch up for Minnesota's power play of the game.
The power plays really the penalties really interrupting the flow of a quite good hockey game here, but you know, it is an opportunity for either of these teams to get on the board. We've already seen one short-handed goal. Maybe Chicago can get an answer here. Well, down a man on the ice. Need one more man out here for Chicago.
And for Minnesota. All good on the ice. Taylor has returned. He has his neck guard. Face-off coming up. It's Chatelain there for Minnesota. And Minnesota wins the draw. Jarvie gets it up to the point for Kaiser. Now it's Allgood on the right side. Allgood in front. That one's deflected away by Chatelain. Allgood takes it back, gets it up top for Kaiser. Over to Plood. Back for Kaiser. Kaiser shoots. That one's tipped on goal. The save is made. Jarvie finds it, gets it up top for Plood. Plood walks the line. Plood being hassled there by Skinner. Plood up top. Kaiser keeps it in. Now it's Allgood at the circle. Allgood shoots. That one goes wide.
As noted, that is the centerman Kaiser running the point for the team Minnesota.
Long shot, the save, the rebound. Oh, it's skied high by Jarvie. Had a wide open net, and he sent it skyward.
Speaking of Jarvie, we're going to spin around and get a highlight of his game-opening goal.
Just a simple 2-on-0 basically, as Jarvie gets it and makes no mistake firing it past his fellow number 7 Monahan.
Chicago defender just diving, trying to get a stick in the way of the pass. Was Eli Wild unable to get there.
Face-off upcoming. It's Chatelain lining up to take it for Minnesota against Taylor.
Minnesota leaves this first power play unit out there.
Face-off won by Chicago. Chatelain hard on the forecheck, chopped up the near side boards and kept in by Plood. No, it's chopped out by Chicago. Taylor down the right side, cuts to the outside. Taylor with a shot, save made by Olsen.
Plood was kind of caught in no man's land there. Couldn't decide if he wanted to pinch or if he wanted to back off and just take the puck in the neutral zone.
Now it's brought out to center by Minnesota, but Jarvie couldn't control it. Douglas brings it back in down the left side. Douglas in front. Knocked off there by Plood. 50 seconds to go in this power play, and Allgood will kick off the rush. Allgood cutting to the middle. Allgood down the right side now. Allgood gets past Douglas. Down low in front. That pass knocked away. Chatelain couldn't get the shot on goal, and now it's sent all the way down the ice by Chicago.
You can tell that the number 7, number 77, constantly on the lookout for each other.
Allgood has the puck. Allgood down the right side making moves. Nice move to get past Cudio. Allgood. Nice move again. Allgood in front. Here's a one-time shot. Jarvie save. Rebound. Oh, and covering it up is Monahan. What a shot that was by Jarvie.
That's the second blast he's had from between those hash marks in this tournament. And both have been saved by great saves from goaltenders. Just unlucky thus far.
Yeah, Monahan with a great stop to get in front of that shot by Jarvie. And now with 15 seconds remaining on the penalty, Minnesota changes its personnel. Ulrich there to take the draw for Minnesota against Matthew Cudio. Ulrich loses the draw. Chicago gets into the line, not out. Kept in by Minnesota, sent down the far side. Now sent into the Chicago bench by their own player. Face-off will be back in the CCM Chicago zone.
So I believe that was Sorensen trying to get it down all the way down the ice, but bounces it off the back of his forward into the bench.
Shiljan lining up to take the draw for Minnesota.
That's why you got the pad back there. Not the thickest padding that hockey players tend to wear on the back, though.
This time Shiljan wins the face-off. Hare can't send it in deep, though, and Zuccarello brought it out to center. Now Minnesota has to tag up. Over on the near side, and both teams jostling for that loose puck. Sent back out to center by Chicago as we are back to five-a-side hockey. Now Zucchero brings it in offside. There'll be a face-off in the neutral zone, 3:50 on the clock.
We've had a couple really good attempts from both sides on this game, and you know what? There's lots of conversation going on between coaches and officials today.
Cudio in the dot, wins the draw, back to his defenseman who dumps it in. That was Anderson. Now back on it is Hare. Hare below the goal line, has it knocked off his stick. Chicago with it down low. Cudio backhands it up top for Anderson. Anderson back down low for Zucchero, knocks off his stick. Here comes Shiljan out to center. Oh, couldn't quite find Ulrich with that pass. Deflects on goal, and turning it aside is Monahan.
Ulrich has a couple goals in this tournament, has provided some big momentum shifts for this team.
Now Maruk with a nice move, gets it up to Plood. Plood over finds Schilling. Schilling winds up, fires one. That's deflected before it could get onto the goal. Now Chicago, that's Cudio leading the charge through the middle. He's got Mayers to his right. Cudio makes a move. Cudio to Mayers, and it was just out of his reach. Close call there for number 12 in white. Now a big collision. Down on it there is Zucchero. Zucchero makes a nice move. Zucchero on goal. That one's sent just wide.
Zucchero with a good power move, not allowing the Minnesota to dispossess that puck.
Now in tight, Zucchero up top, finds his man, cutting in there. A shot by Wild is blocked away by Williamson. Cudio down low finds Zucchero. Zucchero in tight. Here's a chance. Mayers one time. Now it's sent by Zucchero through the crease. Cudio up top finds Wild. Wild back down low for Cudio. Cudio at the bottom of the circle. Sends it down low. Zucchero in tight. Knocked away by Minnesota. 2:20 on the clock in this first period. Maruk has control. Barely comes out to center. Minnesota pokes it forward. Dumped right back in by Mayers. And back on it is Plood. Plood over to Schillings. Schilling passing up ahead to Maruk. 2-on-1 forming. Maruk down the left side. Hauled down. No call on the play. And now down low, the puck picked up by Chicago. Douglas kicks it to his stick and takes control down low. Douglas with an outlet pass deflected away. Christensen takes over. Christensen makes a move. Christensen on the backhand. Sends it off the pad of Monahan. Down low, Minnesota trying to take it free. Helping out there is Hansen. Now a wraparound try, stop. The rebound. A save made by Monahan. Now out to center, it's Skinner. Skinner 1-on-5, chips it in. Back on it for Minnesota's Hare. Hare couldn't quite get it out. And Halat on at the forecheck there for Chicago.
Halat playing his trade in winter hockey in Calgary, Alberta with the Spartan Academy.
Now Skinner's pass deflects up top. Christensen brings it to the line. Not out, kept in by Skinner. Minnesota back on it as we approach the final minute of play in this first period. Christensen gets it ahead. Chicago back on it. Out to the near side for Skinner. Skinner into the middle. Taken there by Taylor. Taylor on it. Looking for help. Taylor lost control. Now it's Hansen. Hansen up ahead. Finds Kaiser. Kaiser tried to pull off a move. Knocked away from him. Brought back out to center by Chicago. Now Christensen's upended. Hansen brings it in. Hansen has Kaiser. Kaiser down the left side. Kaiser shoots. Oh, that one went off the shaft of the goaltender's stick and out of play.
I wasn't sure if it was shaft or goalpost, but it was certainly a strange sound. Puck passed back in. Young fans need to keep a lookout, diving for cover of the short glass boards here at West Edmonton Mall. Getting a thumbs up from what I assume is the parent of one of the children who had to duck in cover.
Face-off upcoming inside the Chicago zone. It'll be Chatlin there for Minnesota. Chicago completes a late change, and what is going on here? They've only got 4 players on the ice.
Yeah, because
they've taken a penalty.
I didn't notice that one.
It's Anderson in the box. We'll await the official call. Now a long shot deflected on goal by Chatlin. The rebound swept away, and finally Monahan gets on top of that loose puck.
Players not a fan of how many whacks at a covered puck Allgood took. A little bit of a conversation going on.
Now Chicago pulling off another change as Hutter comes onto the ice. Chatlin lining up again for Minnesota. Draw one by Chicago. But Allgood trying to fight it, comes up top. Here's a chance, look out as Allgood barrels over Monahan.
Yeah, we're going to get a goaltender interference call here.
Yeah, Minnesota will be called for that. Chicago sends it all the way down the ice. Back to touch it is Plude. And now the whistle blows with 11 seconds to go in this first period.
That's going to be Allgood heading to the penalty box.
Yeah, it was Allgood who pulled over the goaltender. Goaltender interference called against Minnesota.
It's going to be a body contact penalty for Cudio. And Allgood just getting an explanation of why this is a penalty call. I think the coaches and Allgood were arguing, hey, I was steered towards the goal there. So I had no other option.
That's not Cudio in the box, it's Anderson. Cudio's on the ice. They announced it as Cudio in the arena, but Cudio's on the ice, Anderson in the box.
Yeah, number 27.
Interesting. D-zone draw won by Minnesota. Jarvie sends it out to center. He's got 6 seconds. Here comes Jarvie, tries to pull off a move. Ginsburg knocks it away, and that will do it for our first period.
And the Chicago coaching staff very upset about something.
Jamal Mayers wants a word. He'll go have a chat with our referee.
Very loudly wanted a word, and I think it's about maybe what's going on the face-offs.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he seemed to be pointing as soon as, or prior to the puck drop, that something was askew in his view. But the only thing askew, other than that, is the score. Minnesota leading 1-0 and up on the shot clock, 10-4.
Should be an interesting start to the second period. 4-on-4 for a minute 24.
Long extended period of 4-on-4. You don't generally see that a ton.
No. Should be fun. We'll be back with you here on ASTV for this second period in a few moments. Mike Gould, Conrad Krausert, as both teams gathered around their respective benches. Now they are ready to go for this middle frame.
And I gotta say, Minnesota almost has a full cheer team. They've got pom-poms. They're dancing with every song. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Get into the games, fans. As long as you're having fun, I'm sure the kids are having fun.
4-on-4 coming up. Minnesota has Kaiser and Jarvie, the forwards. Plude and Schillings on defense. For Chicago, Cudio and Hutter on defense. They have Ginsburg and Douglas. Monahan plays it. Jarvie picks it off. Sharp angle shot deflects on goal, and Monahan has to make a save. He covers up.
That was a smart play there by number 7 in the corner. Jarvie just bounces it off the defender and forces a save.
Another face-off here for Kaiser. Won by Chicago. They poke it forward, and after it there is Hutter getting some slashes from Jarvie. Hutter at the left side, sends it back up top for Douglas. Douglas long shot there. Skitters just wide. Now it's Cudio. Cudio with a shot, making the save there.
And we will be a minute away from another power play brought to you by the Tkachuk Advisory Group at Scotia Wealth Management. At the Tkachuk Advisory Group, Scotia Wealth Management, we share a passion for our community. We believe wealth is about more than just money.
One of our referees coming over to our broadcast area telling us how cold it is on the ice, and we agree.
Yeah, it's usually been quite warm here from our broadcast location, but today it's I had a shiver running down my spine.
Now the puck comes over to the near side for Christensen. Christensen comes in down the right. Hassled there by Douglas. Helping him out now is Chatelain. Chicago back on it, and with it is Zucchero. Zucchero with speed through the middle, has Douglas to his left. Zucchero lost control, now Douglas on it. Douglas shoots, scores! Upstairs, Douglas ties it for Chicago.
Just a great shot there. Still remains 4-on-4, even though there's 6 players taking the flyby. That'll get the Chicago fans back in this one.
A perfect shot there by Sam Douglas off the feed from Dean Zucchero. Makes it a 1-1 game early in this second period.
Oh my God, I have to mention this. The pairing that Minnesota has now sent out, maybe the biggest height discrepancy in a pairing between Schillings And who's out there with him? That's number 10.
That's Holtman.
That's Holtman.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. Holtman bending over is still taller than Schillings.
Yep.
Wow. Face-off won by Chicago. They bring it in down the right side. Being hassled there for Chicago was Sorensen. Now it's taken away by Minnesota. Over on the near side, it's brought out by Ulrich. Ulrich cuts wide. Ulrich upended. No call on the play.
That's a great stick. Still having the mind to put it towards net.
Schillings. That shot was taken away by Chicago. Schillings back on it. Fires it right back in. And in 2 seconds, Chicago's player will come out of the box. Chicago up 5-on-4 now for about 20 seconds. Ulrich over to Williamson, and Williamson in on goal and knocked away from him by Kim. Now on the far side, it's Sorensen. Sorensen's collided with, oh my goodness, a huge hit thrown by Holtman. They're going to call him for that. Holtman takes out Sorensen. Minnesota taking a penalty.
Which will lead to about 10 seconds of 5-on-3. Great chance for a face-off play here from Chicago.
Minnesota's coaches don't like the call. From our vantage point, pretty cut and dried against Holtman. A big collision there with Sorensen. And Minnesota going to a brief 5-on-3 before 1:51 of 5-on-4.
Minnesota trying to decide which forward will be going out, and it is Kaiser that will be the one forward here on the 5-on-3.
Kaiser wins the draw. Hare on the near side. Sends it back over to the far side for Kaiser. Kaiser with lots of time. Makes a move. Kaiser has a man up top. Oh, look out. That's too many men for Minnesota. Oh, wow. They didn't call that.
Probably saying the player was in the process of getting over the boards, had to skate in the bench.
So close, though. Now Lashoff dumps it in. Back on it for Minnesota is Hare.
Chicago offside here, so even if they do play it, it will be offside, but sent down all the way.
Hare sent it all the way down the ice. Chicago back on that puck, sent over to the near side with 9:30 to play in this second period. Cudio advances it up the right side. Cudio now through the middle, and look out, almost offside there. Lashoff drug his skate back. Cudio's shot turned aside by Olsen. Minnesota tries to clear, they can't. Kept alive by the goal scorer, Douglas. Douglas walks in, that shot deflects high and remains in play. Cudio up top, finds Douglas. Douglas keeps it alive. Douglas makes a nice move. Douglas's shot deflected wide there by Plude.
Seeing a lot more of these shots from the point, just looking for tips, looking for that funny bounce.
Now Jarvie takes the puck away and sends it out to center. Nice defensive play there by number 7 in green. Cudio takes a spill. Back on it is Kaiser. Kaiser lost control. Hare there for support. Hare.
I have to say, you see these Minnesota players in all situations.
Yeah.
Jarvie, Allgood, and Kaiser.
On the PK, power play, and even strength. We're back to, no, we're not. 19 seconds left in the Minnesota penalty, pardon me. Now at center, it's Kaiser. Kaiser over to Jarvie. Jarvie down the right makes a move, but can't get the puck past Michael Anderson. Sent ahead to Hutter. Here comes Hutter into the zone. Hutter shoots and scores! Chase Hutter, power play goal. Chicago takes a 2-1 lead.
Just a well-placed shot. Finds the far corner. Unable to get the pad out far enough for the Minnesota goaltender. And a timeout will be called here by Minnesota.
They've conceded the lead for the second consecutive game.
Chicago, not a 4-goal lead this time.
That is true. But nevertheless, Chicago takes a 2-1 cushion over Minnesota early in this second period.
You have to wonder if this is a timeout for your goaltender. Just to say, hey, you know what? You got this. You've got 2 shutout games in a row. Believe in yourself. That's what I'd be saying, at least.
Shots favoring Minnesota 11-7, with Chicago leading 2-1 off that last goal by Hutter.
Now our 30-second timeout is over, and the goaltender on the Chicago bench trying to will his fans to get even louder.
That's Ritter, who's pumped up.
Ritter, who we've seen a couple times here in this tournament, shares a last name with the nickname for a goaltender that's had a subpar playoffs in the last couple of years, David Riddick.
Ritter showing up a lot more than David Riddick in this tournament.
100%. That is nothing but the truth here from Mike Gould. And hopping over the boards is going to be the big line for Minnesota.
Minnesota doesn't have enough players out there. Now they finally sent Chatelain out.
Oh, strange. They've thrown their lines in a blender.
Yep.
You don't see the combination of Jarvie and Allgood.
Broke it up that much, no. Now Chicago, Zucchero fires, scores! Dean Zucchero, Chicago takes a 3-1 lead.
Now we're going to see a goaltending change here from Minnesota.
Yep, it's going to be Kasper Abrakta taking over for Graham Olson. So Abrakta, wearing number 74, will take over. Minnesota falling behind 3-1.
And showing obvious signs of frustration there was the defenders. That was number 10. Had his, almost looked like he was trying to snap his stick over his leg. Was Noah Hopeman.
So Zucchero scores probably less than 10 seconds after Chicago's last goal, making it a 3-1 game in favor of Chicago. Minnesota back after that puck. It's Plood. Sends it down low for Hare. Hare chips it. Chicago takes over. Now Minnesota back on it. It's Maruk. Maruk couldn't find it. Now it's taken over. Minnesota out to center. Back on it is Zucchero. Now Maruk down the left side into the middle. Bounces over. Onto there. Ulrich streaking after it. Knocked off his stick nicely by Douglas.
Chase Ulrich has some very important momentum shifting goals in this tournament already.
And now a delayed penalty coming up against Chicago as Ulrich was dropped in the corner.
Yeah, gets the momentum changing goals in game 2. Now draws a penalty. And you have to hope, if you're the fan of the guys in green, that there is going to be another momentum shift in this one.
In the box for Chicago is Sam Douglas for 2 minutes or less. Minnesota trying to get back into this one as they trail 3-1. .7:39 on the clock in this second period. The referee didn't like that last change by Chicago, so they're going to send Hutter back to the bench.
Yeah, they had already said, you know, we have already given you your time. You are the home team, but you only get so long to make your changes.
And now coming back onto the ice is Dean Zucchero.
I think I'd be okay with that if I'm CCM Chicago. Dean Zucchero already with a goal and assist in this game.
Zucchero, a highly skilled player there to take the face-off against Williamson. Now Zucchero's waved out. Coming in to take it instead is Jimmy Cotter, who's a defenseman. Won by Minnesota. Up top, long shot by Plood through traffic, scores! Plood, don't go anywhere, folks. Minnesota back within 1.
Just a seeing eye shot finds its way in. And trying to get the long fly by, a little bit of a miscommunication. And now they get it, heading under the Star-Spangled Banner behind CCM Chicago's net.
Plood from distance, through traffic, might have been tipped on rim, we're not sure. Nevertheless, Minnesota back within 1 midway through this second period.
Look at that outfit. It looks like it's an outfit ready for Coachella.
Yeah,
got the
goodness.
oversized sunglasses, the long pod hat. Oh, it's a classic look there.
Something you might wear to the Met Gala. Now down low, it's all good. All good down low. All good spins. All good, looks up top, couldn't quite find Kaiser with that pass. Now in front, Kaiser scores!
And we're level once again.
Kaiser, Minnesota 3, Chicago 3.
And I think that was the Dougie on the way back to his bench.
Wow.
That's a confident player.
Wonder if anybody picks up those sunglasses. Yeah, oh, look how Jarvie trips over them. Oh my goodness. Jarvie tripped over the sunglasses in the corner, sends them back into the stands. That's pretty funny. And we're back tied up at 3.
Apparently they got those Twisted Tea sunglasses at one of the games on the Brick Series, the tournament series that leads up to this tournament all across North America.
Well, what a development this has turned out to be as Minnesota roars back from 3-1 down after giving up 3 back-to-back-to-back goals. Minnesota back to tie this one up at 3 midway through this second period. Looking for more with the puck down low in the O-zone. Williamson sends it up top for Holtman. Holtman back to Williamson. Williamson at the circle, being hassled there, comes up top. Chicago looks to bring it out. Here's Halat. Halat with a long shot. Now, they have to change the goal announcement as they've announced that it's number 14. Minnesota does not have a number 14. It was shot by number 4. Now a wraparound try there. A shot. Look out. It's still loose. Cleared away from the danger by Minnesota.
It's listed online by number 17, Easton Hansen.
Okay. Does Pluto have an assist?
No, he does not.
What?
17 from 7 and 77.
That's their second goal?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. All right. Now Chicago brings it back out. It's Zucchero down the right side. Zucchero fires. Scores! Zucchero ×2. Chicago back in the lead.
Oh my goodness. The track meet has begun. Just a fluttering shot. Unable to be blockered aside by the new Minnesota goaltender. And that will bring the lead back to the Chicago side.
Abrakta unable to find that shot from distance by Zucchero, and Chicago back in the lead. Wow. This game has more plot twists than Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Face off at center ice, Minnesota brings it in. Allgood overskates it. Now it's brought out onto the near side for Hare. Backhanded in deep, now Wild on that puck. Wild loses control. Allgood tries to find it, gets it to Jarvie. Jarvie back to Allgood. Oh, and it's knocked away from him. Jarvie down low, taken away by Chicago.
Oh, wow. There's a couple of shots thrown with gloves there between Allgood. I don't see the number on the defender there.
That was Eli Wild. Now down low, Minnesota in front. Jarvie shoots. That one's knocked away by Chicago. Sent out to center. Here comes Zucchero, galloping through the middle of the ice. Down the left side, Zucchero angled off nicely there by Hare. Now Hare has the puck on the near side. Gets it into Jarvie. Jarvie through the middle. Finds Allgood. Allgood finds Kaiser. Kaiser's shot kicked aside by Monahan. Blued up top. Blued over to Hare. Hare at the left point, or pardon me, at the right point. Long shot. Oh, that was just shouldered away by Monahan. That shot had eyes.
Shot had eyes, but could not find the back of the net. Oh boy, the pace has certainly picked up in this one.
Puck sent out to center and into the Minnesota zone. There's a water bottle on the ice behind the Minnesota goal line. Wow. Now Hare sends it ahead and into the offensive zone is Kaiser. Brings it in offside, and with 4:34 to play in this second period, there will be a face-off in the neutral zone. And now look out. They're putting Olsen back in for Minnesota.
They've done this a couple times. Give the goaltender just a quick second to think about what's going on, think about his own play, and get his focus back.
Well, you know, I looked at Olsen when he went back to the bench, and he immediately was talked to by one of his coaches, and I wonder if the message there was, just sit down for a minute, we're going to put you back in.
Yeah, just sit down, take a minute, take a breath, and another conversation here on the bench between coach and goaltender.
Yeah, that's a Abrakta who allowed one goal. It was a long-range shot by Zucchero that beat him from, like we said, considerable distance.
And I wonder if we're going to see more goaltending changes this game from
Wouldn't that be fun?
Just the rotating cast, you know.
Now Mayer sends it down low. Chicago gives chase.
And based on what Abrakta's motioning, they're just talking about that goal that found its fluttering way into the top corner.
Now down low, Minnesota finds that puck, picked off, shoved toward the side of the net. Chicago takes over. Now it's Children. Children's shot sails high. Schillings has it up top. Long shot, tipped on goal. It's blocked en route. Now Maruk on goal. That one's blocked away by Chicago. And now it's brought out by Cudio. Cudio makes a move. Can't get it past Schillings, who dumps it back in. Baruch caught offside. Minnesota has to tag up.
They have made the correction on the second goal for Minnesota, but here comes the CCM Chicago.
Yeah, it's Mayers down the right side. Mayers fires a shot. Knocked away by Schillings. Plude, the second goal scorer, back on that puck. Hassled there by number 10 for Chicago. That's Chase Hutter. Comes up top. It's Douglas. Douglas through traffic, tipped on goal. Oh no, it's directed wide by Halat. Wow. Now Halat's shot is saved by Olsen. He covers up.
Not the most confident I've ever seen. And you know what? I'm now looking at the Minnesota bench every time there's a whistle to see if we have a goaltending change on the fly. Well, not on the fly.
I thought Halat had scored.
I agree.
That was dangerous. My goodness.
Dangerous chances in the second period of this game. I'm shocked, Mike.
Now up top, Halat sends it down low. Here's a chance. Bumped off the puck. There was Hutter. And now bringing it out to center for Minnesota's Christensen. Christensen tried to pull off a move. Knocked off his stick nicely by Douglas. Up the near side, Minnesota sends it down low. Chicago taking over. They get it out to center. Making moves there is Skinner, helped out by his defenseman, who dumps it all the way down the ice. That was wild. Minnesota back on it. It's Plude. Plude battling for it, helped out there by one of his teammates. I believe that's Williamson down low. Comes out in front, taken away by Shatlin. Hands it off, unable to clear. Skinner sends it back down low. Now Williamson can't get it past Skinner as well. Skinner trying to bat it to himself. Now Minnesota has it. Look out, Williamson. Oh, he couldn't quite find the streaking Shatlin. Down low, Minnesota looking for it. It's picked off by Chicago. Here they come. Out to center, giving chase to Taylor. Taylor overskated it. Minnesota looking to advance it forward.
Good energy shift here from the third line for Minnesota. Just trying to make sure that you're giving the rest of the team the energy, but I'm going to let you take the play from here, Mike.
Yeah, Christensen down low is battled for against by Chicago, a couple of their defenders. Now it's taken over by Allgood. Allgood up top, finds Schillings, walks in, fires. That one's deflected just wide. Close call there for Schillings.
He had Kaiser at the back post, too, just unable to put a stick to that puck.
Now Kaiser. Kaiser has Jarvie coming off the bench. Kaiser, that first shot was blocked. Now he finds Jarvie down low, shoots. That one goes off the side of the net. Close call there.
And Jarvie has a heck of a shot.
Yeah,
We're
no
learning.
kidding. It's amazing. Up top, Schillings. Fans on that one, sends it down low, finds Jarvie. Jarvie couldn't quite return it back up top. Chicago steals it, and they bring it out to center.
Just over a minute to play here in this second period.
Yep, and
goals galore.
Absolutely. Chicago leading 4-3 on what has been a chaotic back and forth second period. Now in front, that pass deflected away. Jarvie has it. Jarvie has Allgood. Here comes Jarvie out to center, but Allgood enters offside. And now Allgood's upset, and they blow the whistle.
Hard to hear that whistle here at the Ice Palace at West Edmonton Mall.
I think Allgood is upset for two reasons. He's upset that he went offside, and I think he also wanted that puck from Jarvie, who was fending off the Chicago back checker.
Jarvie wanted a line change, and coach refusing to open the door. Wanting that top line out here, probably for the last 50 seconds of this second period. Trying to enter the flood intermission tied. Now, if they can get one here.
But Plude turns it over. Here comes Cudio. 3-on-1. Cudio down the right side. Shoots. Oh, that one didn't miss by much. Close call there for number 22 in white. Now down the right side comes Kaiser. Kaiser backhands it toward the front of the net, but Allgood had to go behind the net to pick it up. Now it's taken away from him by Cudio. 25 seconds on the clock. Cudio down the right side. Has Mayers with him. Cudio stops up, looks up top, finds his defenseman Anderson at the point, taken away from him. Here comes Jarvie. He's got Allgood. Jarvie, Allgood, Jarvie, Allgood. Deflected wide. 9 seconds. Jarvie at the goal line. Back for Allgood. Allgood shot. Stopped there by Monahan. Up top, Kaiser backhander. That one's blocked. And that will do it. A suitably crazy end to a crazy second period that ends with Chicago leading Minnesota 4-3.
Couple lead changes here in this one. Crazy way to bring it back to even, and then a fluttering goal is your only difference here between Minnesota and Chicago.
Mike Gould, Conrad Krauser here on ASTV. We'll be back later in the intermission to go through some of the highlights of these first two periods. Until then, we'll see you later from West Edmonton Mall.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment. At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mountain.
Hi everybody, Connor Krauser, joined by one of the BC Canadians. I'm going to call him Sully Shuker because he said I could, my new best friend. So Sully, how have you found the tournament so far?
It's going pretty good. It's fun to play here.
It's real different. I know sometimes seeing the puck's a little different. If you look to our north end zone, you got Naritza over there. It's got a black storefront. Do you sometimes lose the puck when it's flipping up in the air in that end?
Oh yeah.
No doubt about it. So what is it like playing in a mall? There's no other place like this, is there?
It's definitely awkward.
You find it awkward, hey?
Yeah.
It's hard to clear it off the glass because you're always taught high and off the boards.
Yeah.
But we got the glass that's at your hip here at our broadcast location.
Yeah, I played here before for another tournament.
Oh, really?
So I'm kind of used to it.
You're one of the few players who is used to this ice surface then.
Yeah.
So what can you say about your team? What has made it so successful so far?
Well, we've been battling hard, teamwork, getting shots off.
Keeping it simple, hey?
Yeah.
So, you're just about to play your game. You just had a pregame meal, but what is your favorite pregame meal?
I mean, I gotta go with veggies, rice, and chicken.
Veggies, rice, and chicken.
Yeah.
Definitely, things have changed, because back when I played, it was all about the pasta with the cream sauce so you had the energy, but that's all changed. Do you guys think about stuff like that before the games? Or is it your parents and coaches that really think? It's the parents thinking about it. Already instilling good eating habits. So, number 77. Is there a reason behind the number?
No, I just think it looks really cool with my last name.
That's fair. You got the longer last name. Got to have the double digits to kind of make it look good on the jersey. And I got to say, those tan jerseys you wore last night, those are really different. The ones that have British Columbia on them, not the Canucks logo. What do you think of those?
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Having a second jersey, you got the second different pant shell.
Oh, yeah. We have 3 jerseys.
Yeah, the 3 different jerseys, and you got the black ones that you're wearing. Almost a basketball jersey similar here for the Brick.
Yeah. We're either wearing the black or the cream today.
Oh, black. You have to make the decision soon. As your game comes up shortly, what do you have to do to be successful? Just keep working hard?
Keep the puck in, get shots off, and work hard.
As hockey players always say, pucks in deep.
Yeah.
So, Sully, I'll let you go get ready for your game. And we got some highlights to break down because, as you've seen, it's kind of a crazy game out there, hey? You're hoping that you don't have that crazy of a game.
No.
But best of luck, Sully. Give you a fist bump here. And we'll be back here on ASTV shortly. Welcome back to the ice service here at the 33rd annual Brick Invitational, as you can see above our heads. Here on ASTV, we're sitting down because we've got a lot of highlights to get through. Yeah. Because, oh my goodness, what a chaotic game. So we'll start it off here.
Let's take a look at some of the goals.
Some of the many goals in this one.
It's Minnesota Minnesota trailing Chicago 4-3 after 2 periods. And here's the goal that got us started off. It's by Minnesota, and it's by Jarvie on a 2-on-1. It's Kaiser who passed it over, and Jarvie makes absolutely no mistake.
Roofs it right in the middle of the net, not taking chances going to either side. Just puts it off that back bar almost with that wrist shot.
All right, let's take a look at another one.
Just waiting for our machine to load here.
Absolutely.
Wonderful internet connection here at West Edmonton Mall.
It has its benefits and drawbacks.
Has its ups and downs.
Here's the Chicago's answer to that one. It made it a 1-1 game, as this is Douglas going upstairs, short side over Olsen.
Olsen, who was pulled briefly, just got a little bit of a different view of the game. We'll see who does take that net to open this third period. But Olsen has had not his most secure game today. That's how I'm going to put it.
I would agree with that.
It's not been a bad game. but it just hasn't been as confident as he has been in the past.
Now let's take a look at Chicago's second goal. This one a long shot from the right side that just beats Olsen cleanly.
And I see the officials' clipboard there are making sure we get our shot totals correct.
Now let's take a look at the second goal by Minnesota that started their comeback here. Because Minnesota goes down 3-1, and then they score back-to-back goals to make it 3-3.
Yeah, definitely trying to shift the momentum on the power play here.
This is a long-range shot by Plood that actually deflects off a Chicago stick, I believe, in front before going in.
Yeah, definitely does take a bounce. Was going from right to left on your television screens there and then finds its way back to the right.
Shortly thereafter, Kaiser ties it up. Is that the one we're looking at here? Okay.
Yeah, we're getting a nod from our amazing switchboard operator, Cody.
All right, let's take a look. Here's the tying goal by Kaiser. Bit of a wraparound play with all good down low. Comes out in front, and Kaiser, Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, CCM goaltender unable to get the pad over to that far side.
And really quickly, let's take a look at the go-ahead goal. So this one scored by Chicago from, again, a considerable distance.
Yep. This one was kind of a looping shot, just finds its way over the shoulder.
Off the stick of Dean Zucchero.
Off the stick of Dean Zucchero over the backup goaltender here.
This was right after Plood had scored, right after the two Minnesota goals, and then Zucchero from, again, a way long way out, makes it a 4-3 game for Chicago.
Yeah, just not the favorite goal if you're a goaltending coach. But let's head back to the ice as we get ready here for our third 15-minute period here from the Ice Palace at West Edmonton Mall. Don't have the mosaic right now, and it looks like the cloud cover has gotten a little bit thicker. Just a reminder, if you're watching from Alberta, please keep notice on all local weather advisories. As I've heard, we did have a tornado possibly touch down in Alberta, unconfirmed as of yet.
Wow. All right, up the far side, Minnesota looking for that puck. It's Jarvie down low. Jarvie knocked off it, comes up top for Hare. Hare a long drive there, tip toward the goal. Kicked aside by Monahan, rebound. It's behind Monahan. Where is it? Now it's swept away by Chicago. Now up the near side, kept in by Plood. Goes D-to-D, long shot by Hare. Knocked away by Chicago. That was taken away by Anderson, who got it up the boards. Hare keeps it alive for a moment. Now it's brought up to center by Hutter, who fires it all the way down the ice. No icing called against Chicago there, despite it being 5-on-5 play. And we will continue. All good over to Jarvie. Jarvie at the right side. Kaiser there as well. Kaiser now hauled down. Chicago takes over. On there for Chicago is Mayers. Mayers fires, and that one sails high. Off the carom, it goes to Wild. Wild chips it toward his teammate. On the far side, that's Mayers. Mayers shoots, and that one's blocked by Minnesota. Now it's Hare leading the charge out at center ice. Hare met there by Douglas. Leaves it for Allgood. Allgood banks it to himself. Back up top for Hare. Now the puck taken away by Chicago. Sent over to the near side, and Mayers finds it, dumps it in.
The flood really seems to have interrupted a little bit of the flow here. A little bit chippier play. Choppier play, not chippier. Players still keeping control of their emotions.
Oh, look at, we got some music playing during the play. Oh, yeah, let's go. Okay.
Burn it to the ground.
Some Nickelback right there, and now an offside called against Chicago. Let's get that Nickelback back, why don't we?
Yeah, the Pride of Hannah, Alberta.
There it is.
Just located, I believe, north of Edmonton, Alberta.
That's right.
Small little town. If you remember the music video for Photograph, you see a bunch of photos of that small Alberta town.
That's right. And now look at this play out there as Minnesota has the puck down low. It's rimmed around over to the far side for Christensen. Up the middle, taken there by Cotter. Cotter over to his defense partner, Ginsberg. Ginsberg, also the name of a former Supreme Court justice, and Jimmy Cotter sounds like a former president, so hey, what are you going to do? Now Ginsberg brings it in down the left side. Ginsberg up top. What, you don't like my American Democratic humor? Down the right side.
We've only got 2 of the 3 branches of government covered, Mike.
That's true. Now down low, Chicago spins again. That shot's blocked away, and Christensen advances it forward. Now Cudio makes an executive decision with that tee, sends it down low, a shot by Taylor, and a save made by Olsen. He doesn't have a stick. Now through the middle, it's picked off by Cudio. Cudio walks in, fires. That one deflects wide. Now Taylor, that one goes off the side of the net, and Schillings rims it around to the line, kept in by Ginsberg.
We've seen Olsen have a couple issues with his twig here in the last 2 days. Had to play with his backup stick for a little bit yesterday, and today finds its way to the side of the net.
And now Minnesota sends it all the way down the ice for an icing.
Oh boy. You know, I wonder where the goaltender's confidence at on both sides of the ice. You had your 15 minutes of the flood to just think about, do you just flush that first 2 periods, or do you this is what I could have done better? I know when I played football, my mentality is just forget about it. Whenever a bad play happened, just forget about it, move on. That play is in the past.
I've thought about a name for that Cotter-Ginsberg defense pairing. What about the tree branches of government?
Oh my goodness.
Because they're tall defensemen. They're like pillars.
Oh. Why not just the pillars of government then, Mike? Jeez.
Now Douglas gets it in for Skinner, because then it's a punt on 3 and tree.
Oh my.
Now at the right side, a chance for Minnesota. Long shot there, and a save is made by Monahan.
Great save. Again, we've mentioned this a couple times. Not a bad idea to freeze the puck, even though that shot was floating wide. Get a line change, slow the pace down a little bit. That's more than a tap he just received from one of his forwards. That was a 2-handed chop to the pads. Lots of support. Lots of energy.
Shots favoring Minnesota 17-11, but Chicago still leading 4-3. Now a sharp angle shot off the side of the net by Jarvie. Jarvie chips it through the crease.
So Jarvie was pass first for the first 2 games, but ever since he hammered that slap shot home, he's just firing it from everywhere.
Hare gets it out for Jarvie. Jarvie into the middle for Kaiser. Kaiser advances it forward and gives chase. Kaiser has all good streaking. Kaiser's pass knocked away there by Chicago. Now it's sent out to center. Mayers gives chase. Mayers in after it against Plood. Mayers at the right circle sends it on goal. Intercepted there by Hare. Now it's Kaiser at center. Through the middle for Jarvie. Jarvie with Allgood, but they're going to say that Allgood entered offside. Now Jarvie fires a shot after the whistle. Not sure if he heard it. And Chicago's fans are irate with Jarvie. They're screaming at him. That's not very nice.
And the ref just making sure to say, Jarvie's just saying, hey, I didn't hear it, guys.
Yeah, he just didn't hear the whistle. It's so loud in here.
And I thought, wasn't it an offside whistle he didn't hear?
Yeah, it was a very close offside whistle.
So it should be outside the zone, and no matter how much Minnesota's trying to sell it like it was supposed to be no zone face-off.
And you know what? Chicago, the fans behind the net are screaming at the referee.
Which is actually against our fan code of conduct here at the Brick Invitational.
Well, it almost looked like they were going to make contact with Jarvie. I was worried for his safety down there. Now it's taken away by Chicago. Thankfully, cooler heads have prevailed here at the Ice Palace. And now it's brought in offside by Taylor.
That's not something you want to see.
No.
There's passion and fandom, and then there's fanaticism.
Yeah, that's just not right. I'm sorry.
And remember, these kids are 10.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I just can't stand for that. And now we're going to face off in the neutral zone. Hopefully this game can continue being excellent across the board on the ice and off of it, which is what we want to see here at the Brick Tournament, and adheres to our code of conduct. Now in the middle, that pass to Flexen. Minnesota offside. Now another big collision after the whistle. That one, again, completely unintentional. And now some pushing and shoving after the whistle.
You know, the refs might need to start calling some roughing penalties, get control of the game. I generally am not a fan of having to do that.
Yeah.
And let the players sort it out, but it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, the kettle is starting to whistle, I would say. You need to just take it off the heat, I think, in some respects. Now Chicago bringing it out to center. It's Cudio down the right side. Cudio at the circle, fires a shot, scores! Cudio! Chicago leads 5-3.
But we do have to remember, no 2-goal lead is safe. They've already surrendered one here in this game.
And another shot from distance for Chicago goes in.
And you know, sometimes after a goal like that, you see players going to tap the pads. It's almost like they know their goalie. Olsen does not want any players around him after a goal like that.
Yeah.
And goalies are unique. Superstitious as heck, in my experience. So knowing that your goaltender might not want that attention is certainly something you need to do as a player.
And it's been a tough game for the Minnesota goaltenders, who have collectively allowed 5 goals on 12 shots, which is really tough.
Yeah.
Now Plude almost lost control. Minnesota back on it again. Hare up ahead, finds Maruk. Maruk had the puck knocked off his stick. Now Plude brings it in, but his teammate was caught way offside.
You're going to see a lot of push coming here from this team Minnesota side. A reminder, they took their timeout early, so they don't have a timeout to regroup here.
Face-off coming up right in front of us here. It's going to be Williamson for Minnesota against Hutter for Chicago. Hutter wins it.
It almost looked like Williamson was just trying to win that face-off forward too.
Now Schillings back on the puck. Schillings elects to carry it and dump it in. Now giving chase is Williamson. Chicago back on that puck. With it there is Halat. Halat now ahead. Hutter can't clear. Now it's brought out to center. Chatelain waiting for it. Chatelain has it knocked off his stick by Skinner. Now Hopeman advances it. Hansen has it go by him. It's out at center. Halat can't find it either. Minnesota on the puck. They need 2 to tie. Schillings, nice saucer pass for Chatelain. Chatelain cuts in, finds the middleman. That's Williamson, skittered off his stick, and Chicago brings it out to center. Hutter down the right side now. Hutter stops up, looks up top. That pass picked off. Minnesota looks to clear. Skating onto it is Anderson. Hands it off. Flash off shot. Blocked away there by Hopeman. Hopeman up the boards. Hansen deflects it to the line, but not out. Kept alive there by Anderson. Now Minnesota breaks it out to center. Hansen has it knocked off his stick, though. And now it's sent ahead by Chicago back into Minnesota territory.
The Lashoff family probably used to this rougher game, sharing the last name with a former WWE/WCW manager, Eric Lashoff.
Well, also a couple of hockey players there share that name, Matt and Brian Lashoff. Now through the middle, it's Sorensen on the puck with Mayers. Mayers into the middle, receives the puck at the right circle. Shot there, slides wide. Sorensen on it down low. Sends it over to Mayers. Mayers up top, finds Kim. Kim, long shot there, blocked. Oh, it deflects wide off the body of a Maine. Or of Hare, rather. Sorry, pardon me. Hare gets it in for Jarvie. Jarvie finds Allgood. Allgood has room. Here comes Allgood. Nice move. Allgood passes it. Kaiser shoots. Scores! Wow! What a play by Allgood, and what a finish by Kaiser.
So many points from this leading line from Minnesota. How do you strategize against this? How do you strategize against 3 players whose hands and hockey IQ are so quick?
Just a fantastic move by Allgood, and a perfect pass to Kaiser, who slides the puck past Monahan. It's 5-4.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Another close game here from the Ice Palace at West Edmonton Mall.
Face off at center one by Chicago. Sent ahead for Taylor down the right side.
Just so you know, the assist on Cudio's goal going to Sam Douglas and Michael Anderson.
Now up top, Minnesota gets it out. Streaking after it there is Ulrich. Now it's Shiljan. Shiljan with Ulrich. Shiljan can't get the shot off. Now Maruk. Maruk shoots. That one's blocked. Oh, the backhand. It just goes wide. Close call there for Minnesota. Now a turnover. Backhand shot. Knocked away by Monahan. Wow. Chaos in the crease.
Now an odd man rush the other way.
Cudio on it. Falls. No call on the play as he just tripped on his own accord. On the near side, Minnesota gets it out to center. Here comes Ulrich. Ulrich lost control, gets it back. Ulrich at the right circle, shoots. That one missed the net.
Reminder, Ulrich drew the penalty that drew the Team Minnesota level in the second period.
And now Taylor fires it all the way down the ice for Chicago. Face-off upcoming, 6:59 to play in regulation.
Or began the comeback. It was their second goal coming on the power play that Ulrika drew. And coming right back over the boards, 22-7-77 for Team Minnesota.
A very impressive line for Minnesota. And here we go. Face-off upcoming. It is won by Minnesota. All good up top for Schillings. Schillings, that pass goes past Allgood. Goes down low. Jarvie after it. Upends Kim. Allgood, side of the net, shoots. That one goes wide right.
Not by much though, Mike.
No. Now up top. Chicago gets it out to center. After it, there's Halat. Lost his, or pardon me, no, that's Kaiser who lost his stick. Gets it back. Chicago looks to bring it in. Halat down the left side, muscled off it by Kaiser. Kaiser battling for it down low, gets it up top for Jarvie. Jarvie has Allgood. Jarvie down the right side. Jarvie cuts wide. Jarvie toward the goal in front. Deflected on goal. They
Scores!
Allgood!
Allgood was upset about not receiving that pass earlier, but Jarvie banks it in off of him as he's falling towards the goal. Oh boy, oh boy. We are once again back level.
Allgood tips in the pass from Jarvie from his stomach.
Oh, and we have an argument here from Chicago saying that he punched it in with his glove.
Doesn't look like that argument's going to fly. The referees are going to talk about it, but it's going to be 5-5 here at West Ed.
Oh boy. And this has brought the Minnesota fans to their knees. And one of their fans with the flag standing on a stool and has his foot on the guardrail. Please be careful, sir.
Wow. Blue down the left side. Blue knocked down by Connor. No call on the play.
The referee trying to ask us for what we saw.
Now kept in by Hare. Hare down low. They're going to give the goal to Jarvie. It looked like it might have gone in off of Allgood. They're going to give Allgood the assist. Now it's Skinner who brings it out to center. Skinner loses control. Christensen sends it back out to center. Chicago on it. Ginsberg sends it ahead for Skinner. Skinner down the right side. Skinner winds up, fires. Blocker save made by Olsen. Minnesota bringing it out. Down the right side, Williamson. Williamson knocked off the puck by Ginsberg, sent to the ice. Christensen now. Williamson is hurt. Christensen shoots. Save made by Monahan. And now Williamson back to his feet. Gets back into the play.
We're seeing a lot of chaos in front of the net. But that puck was down under a sprawled player, so.
Now the whistle blows.
The whistle had blown a little bit earlier, actually.
Yeah, 5-10 to go in this third period, and the faceoff will likely be in the Chicago zone.
And just a reminder, throughout the chaos, we forgot to remind you that this game between the Team Chicago and Team Minnesota is brought to you by One Goal Gear.
One Goal Gear, you've sponsored the wrong game. We've had 10 goals here today.
1-0 Goal Gear.
Face-off pushed forward by Minnesota. Comes up top, sent back down low. After it is Allgood. Allgood has Kaiser. Kaiser now with it. Kaiser to Allgood. Allgood has it knocked off his stick. Chicago rims it around. Kept it up top. Hopeman with a drive. Tipped on goal. That one's blocked away by Chicago. Now Schillings sends it down low for Allgood. Allgood backhands it in front. It's onto the stick of Kaiser. He scores! Kaiser! 6-5 Minnesota!
Minnesota's first lead of the game since they were up 1-0 early in the first. Oh boy, what a barn burner.
This is certifiably bonkers. Kaiser with the go-ahead goal. Minnesota up 6-5. 4:46 in the third period. Somebody's going to lose this game. I've lost my voice. This is hilarious.
Luckily, this is your last game of the day, Mike.
Yeah, thank goodness. Oh, man. Face-off won by Minnesota. Giving chase down there is Cudio. Cudio lost control. Now it's Shiljan. Helped out down there by Hare. Taken over by Chicago. Now over on the far side, Ulrich tries to find it for Minnesota. Down low, it's Taylor. Taylor from a sharp angle, fan on the shot. Zucchero knocked to the ice, and Plude takes over.
So at our next whistle, I would love if our production team could get the tying goal, the 5-5 goal. I want to see if that did go off the glove. I want to see if Chicago should be incensed.
Down low, Minnesota looking for that puck. Chicago takes over. In on the forecheck there is Ulrich. Sends it down low for Shiljan. Now Ulrich from a sharp angle. That one's stopped by Monahan, and they cover up.
Do we have that 5th goal on this whistle, or do we need to wait a little bit? We'll wait. We'll wait till the next. Oh, there's pushing and shoving and just trying to untangle each other from themselves. As Ulrich, second time he's been down in front of our goal here.
3:59 on the clock. Minnesota taking a 6-5 lead over Chicago in this third period of what has been a wild game between these two teams.
So, Mike, we've incorrectly credited Jack Allgood with a couple goals. 4 assists in this game.
Well, there you go. Allegedly.
Who knows what our final tally will be.
Now out to center. Brought in by Douglas. Douglas down low. Met there by Schillings. Douglas has it. Now it's taken away by Hopeman. Now a couple new players coming in to battle for that puck in the near corner. Up the near side. It comes to the line and out. Here comes Allgood with Jarvie. Jarvie to the right side. Jarvie back to Allgood. Settles it down. He scores! There's a goal for Allgood. We don't know how many he has, but we know that Minnesota leads 7-5.
That will be his official first. I don't know. We're probably going to have to go over this tape a couple times to discover what our actual goal scorers are. Bonkers. Absolutely bananas.
12 goals in this game. Allgood has the 12th. Puts Minnesota up 7-5. And now Chicago will take a timeout. And we'll take a look at that goal by Minnesota to tie the game if we get a chance.
The 5th goal for Minnesota. So I want to go through it in slow motion if we can.
Yeah, maybe at half speed if that's possible.
Don't need to go all the way to quarter speed for this one. But oh my goodness.
3:20 to go in this third period. Minnesota has taken a 7-5 lead after falling 5-3. Just chaos here at West Edmonton Mall.
So it looks like we are going to get that.
Here it is. Sent in front.
And it's off the stick.
Yeah, it's absolutely off Allgood. That is his goal. Rightfully so.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's Allgood's goal. They've credited to Jarvie. We know what the truth is. Allgood has at least 2 goals in this game.
And Jarvie to his fans, let's get loud in support. Let's get this game home.
Face off at center is won by Minnesota. Plude with the puck. Plude battling for it on the near side, chips it forward. Chicago tries to send it back. Allgood takes over. Allgood down the right side. Allgood stops up, looks in front. Allgood makes a move down low in front. Jarvie, Kaiser shoots off the goalpost. Now it's brought back out to center by Chicago. It's Zucchero leading the rush, drops it back. Here's a chance for Cudio. Cudio cutting in, Cudio, and pass. They score! Skinner! 7-6.
Just as I start writing my 3 stars, we're getting back into this one. Inconsiderate, but incredible.
Wow. So there are 39 minutes in this game, and we now have 13 goals, which means that on average, we're scoring 1 goal every 3 minutes. That's actually less than 3 minutes because we haven't even finished the game yet. Wow.
Oh.
This is a bonkers conclusion. Wow. Chicago back within 1 off that goal by Skinner.
Will we see 14?
Probably.
Will we see overtime?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh boy.
Chicago turns it over. Minnesota down low. On it there. Comes up top. Blue winds up, fires that one. Deflects wide. Now they're going to give Cudio the goal, even though Skinner tapped it in. So, folks, we apologize for that. Now it comes up top. Sent back in by Chatelain. Williamson pokes it ahead. Now on to Zucchero. Zucchero loses control. Williamson helped out by Chatelain. At center, Cudio loses to Christensen.
Of note, Zucchero is on hat trick watch here,
Christensen scores! Sharp angle goal! Christensen! Minnesota leads 8-6.
We said we'd see 14. Will we see 15?
We have seen 14 goals scored on 38 shots. What more can you say?
Except you're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for both of these teams.
I mean, this is just preposterous. 8-6. Wow. My goodness.
If I wasn't being paid to talk, I would be speechless.
Yeah, no kidding. Face off at center, won by Minnesota.
Our team of producers here behind the scenes from ASTV have their work cut out for them, cutting all these highlights out.
Now Mayers in tight, fires that one wide off the carom. Taylor has it down low. Taken over by Shulgin as we await the call of the 8th goal. They correctly attribute that one to Christensen. Up top, Ginsberg sends it down low. After it is Taylor. Taylor helped out. Chicago on it down low. Chicago loses control. Minnesota gets it up the near side. It's 6-on-5 hockey. Ulrich at center. Ulrich has Shulgin with him. Ulrich crosses the line, gets it ahead. Maruk couldn't quite find it. 1:15 on the clock in this third period. Puck up for grabs at center. Fired all the way down the ice by Minnesota. That will be icing.
Ulrich was looking for the open net. And reminder, Ulrich drew a penalty in the second period that drew this game back closer to even. Got the power play goal. Got Minnesota back into this game. They held the lead at 1-0 and didn't hold it again until 6-5.
Yeah, bonkers. If this was a game where the goaltenders, an age group where the goaltenders had a bit more strength, I would say that they might go for a goal here.
Yeah.
Olsen might fire one. Now a long shot there by Chicago. Flutters wide.
Still go for it.
Yeah,
if you're Olsen and you got the opportunity.
Might as well. It's a game where you've already been pulled, so what are you going to do? Chicago on the puck. It's Douglas. Douglas, Deeks, loses control. Now it's sent out to the line by Minnesota. Long shot there, blocked by Schillings. Chicago down low. Battle forms. Puck comes up top. Kept alive by Douglas. Long shot there. Deflects on goal. Save made. Rebound. Oh, and they missed on the open. And now they score. Chicago, 7 goals. It's Simon Sorensen.
Lucky number 15 here on the game. Rory McGowan, our other broadcast partner, just can't believe it. Oh my goodness. What is going on, folks?
34.8 seconds on the clock. Sorensen from the doorstep has our 15th goal of the game. And our last game went to double overtime. It was a 1-goal game, and hey, this is a 1-goal game too.
1 goal of 15. Can we get number 16 is the question CCM Chicago is asking.
Minnesota's also asking because Chicago still has its goalie pulled. At center, it's taken there by Kaiser, backhands it in. Chicago back on the puck. Set up head to Skinner. Skinner hands it off Cudio. Cudio down the right side. Cudio into the zone. Cudio down low. Cudio in front. Here's a chance. Oh, it's directed wide. It's still loose, and it's covered up by Olsen.
Look at how many bodies are crashing the net there. All 11 skaters within, I'll call it 6 feet of the goal.
I've run out of words. My voice is dead, and we will bring you the last 17 minutes of this game, or 17 seconds, I should say, as there will be a face-off inside the Minnesota zone. Cudio there to line up against Kaiser.
And just almost sending out players. A little bit of confusion there for Minnesota. Got to win this face-off here for both teams.
Cudio, Kaiser. Kaiser wins it. Schillings on it for Minnesota. Schillings down low, killing time, gets it ahead. Knocked down by Jarvie. Long shot there is going to go well wide. That will be icing against Minnesota with 7.2 on the clock.
As much as I've loved Jarvie's game, that is not the smartest decision.
No.
If I'm Jarvie, I'm pushing that puck as hard as I can to the boards.
Yeah.
Just trying to dog it, get that last 7-second kill.
Send it over to the near side. Yeah. Offensive zone draw, 22 against 22. Cudio, Kaiser.
And just a question coming here from the Chicago bench. They're feeling that an extra second or two had come off the board, but the ref's saying, no, we got that clock turned off in time.
Face off one, up top. Douglas winds, fans on the shot. Oh my, backhands it down low, blocked, and that will do it. Oh my goodness, a shot after the whistle goes in. That's no goal. Minnesota wins 8-7. Oh my word. What is there to say?
You can't say anything. Congratulations to both these teams. I know Chicago is going to hang their head having had a 5-3 lead, but this is absolutely brilliant hockey.
Mike Gould, Conrad Krausert on ASTV. Conrad's going to head down to ice level in a minute. Let's take a look at the winning goal. Scored by Minnesota, their 8th goal of this game. One last replay before Conrad heads down to ice level to talk to our 3 stars. After that, I've got to stop talking because I am running out of steam here. Called 15 goals in 39 minutes. Holy mackerel. All right, we're going to get it up on the big screen now as here is a look at the 8th Minnesota goal. And it's a turnover by Chicago that leads to Minnesota breaking back in very quickly. And it's Williamson who pokes it ahead. Sent back out to center by Chicago, and then it's a 2-on-1 for Minnesota. Pardon me. It's still up for grabs in center. Now it's a 2-on-2 for Minnesota. And a long-range shot here from a sharp angle, actually, goes upstairs. That one was taken by Christensen. And that was the eventual winner. 88 scores the winner in an 8-7 game.
Yep.
Fitting, because it feels like a game out of the 87-88 NHL season.
Definitely was up for consideration for a star. You know what? But I could have picked any number of these kids out here today.
Well, Conrad, we'll say goodbye to you. Mike Gould here at West Edmonton Mall's Ice Palace. Thank you for watching here on ASTV as Team Minnesota sneaks a 8-7 win past CCM Chicago here at the Ice Palace. And now it'll be the 3 stars announced at ice level. Yeah, as we mentioned, this game was brought to you by One Goal Gear, perhaps the least fitting title sponsor in history, as there were 15 goals scored in the game, but still, check out One Goal Gear. Jack Kaiser, your 3rd star. He was all over the score sheet in this one. And Dean Zucchero, your 2nd star, also with a couple of goals. And your 1st star will be from Minnesota. And Jack Allgood pumping up the Minnesota fans. He's their 1st star. Now we'll send it down to ice level, where Conrad Krausert is waiting to talk to our 3 stars.
So, Dean, can I get you first? Hello. Hello, hockey fans. Conrad Krausert, your color commentator from ASTV, joining you once again. I got to go through these quick because with all those goals, we're running a little bit short on time. Dean, a game like that's crazy. How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Had 2 goals, a couple assists. That was crazy. Hey, how is the feeling on the bench you know that you're in a track meet here, and you're just trying to get a couple goals.
It's fun, and you get to learn a lot with your teams.
Good game between two good teams. And you know, it's a little tough when you're on the losing end, but I'm sure you gotta be happy with scoring 7 goals in any game.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can build on that one. I'm sure you're tired and want to get down to that locker room, so I'll let you head on down. Sorry we gotta cut this one short, but too many goals. And I'm gonna have both of our North Stars players, or Minnesota, you got the North Stars jerseys on, the Team Minnesota jersey. Let's let Dean get out here. Guys, I'm sorry we got to cut this short, but you had too many goals, too much scoring. Once again, your line produces huge for your team, gets the win. What can both of you say about that?
Well, the only reason we won, and as our team, all the lines are really good. And the only reason we scored a bunch is because our right wing, Austin Jarvie.
He made a lot of great passes to set us up with all those goals and assists.
Yes, it was really hard for me to choose. If I could give it to just a single line, maybe he'd be standing up with you guys too. But what can you say? You guys were down at 2 separate points in this game by 2 goals. What was the message on the bench?
It was just to try to work as hard as we can. Our coach said they don't care what they do. We just had to keep pushing and pushing.
Yeah, our coach says we have to be a bus out there, just work hard, grind. Yeah.
A lot of hard work and a lot of great lines for your team. What can you say about your goaltender too? Had him come out for a minute, get a couple words of coaching, but then stood his ground in that third period.
Well, we got a bunch of goals and we tried our hardest. Every single line got a lot, and we got the W.
Yeah, he played great. Yeah.
Getting goals to back up your goaltender, playing as a team, something that Team Minnesota has been doing all week. I'll let you guys get down and celebrate and break down the rest of the game. Thanks, guys. After that crazy one, once again, my name's Conrad Krausert here of AFTV. Stay tuned for more here from the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational on ASTV.